They said it then, they say it now. Unruly crowds, too loud, too black. A problem that needs controlling. 60 years of headlines and the ink hasn't changed. Back then, they call us outsiders. Now, they call us disruption. Then it was, keep them out. Now it's, tone it down. Different words, same story. This celebration wasn't born from glitter, it was born from tension. From streets that told us we didn't belong. From windows smashed by hate and bodies marked by silence. Kelso Cochrane was murdered in the street for the crime of being black and existing, and the papers asked questions instead of naming the truth. The Teddy Boys marched in their uniforms of hate, policed by fashion, protected by excuses. And when we responded with music, with colour, with joy as resistance, they called it dangerous. Because joy is dangerous when you were never meant to survive. Carnival began as a counter headline, a refusal, a correction printed in sound, movement, and sweat. If you won't tell our story fairly, we'll shout it until you have to listen. And still, today, they photograph the feathers, but crop out the history. They sell the spectacle, but undervalue the labour. They profit from the culture, then ask why we're still angry. So let the record show, this is not chaos, this is continuity. This is community organising dressed as celebration. This is resistance wrapped in rhythm. This is what happens when a people refuse to disappear quietly. These headlines are unverified, but we are not. We are here, we have always been here, and this is our correction.
Dress code in effect. If it's a fact, so we ride up on some BMX. Squad big, rough, riding like DMX. Promote action like you're suffering from BMS. Look how we put up in some t-shirts, short jeans and jeans, bro. We are on the season, bro. Champagne, popping like this time on TV, bro. Turn up the heat, the stand the thing for peace, bro. What did you eat? Set up back up on the beats, bro. That's nice, nobody has some meat, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Unverified Sources, which kicks off our 2026 presentation, Untold Stories. So many times we look in the newspapers around carnival time and nothing brilliant is ever said. Yet Notting Hill Carnival for 60 years has been an amazing spectacle. That section that you saw there was the fun mask section designed by Onturaj masks. Onturaj and Funatik masks work in equal collaboration when it comes to the adults band. One day I'm hoping Blair takes over completely. But that's a conversation to be had another time, I guess. I wanna welcome, as I do every year, our media, the photographers that come out and give their time and then post the pictures. We can't get that kind of exposure without them, and we appreciate you, so thank you very much indeed for coming out. Big round of applause to them, please. So today you're going to see two more sections. One from Onturaj Mass and one from Funatik Mass. And like we said, we're telling untold stories. And I hope that you enjoy what you're about to see.
You really said to me, how can you listen to Soca? It's just pots and pans, ting to ting. And I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because I realised you don't actually know what you're hearing. Because for me, that sound is home. It's memory. It's my body remembering something before my brain does. Yes, you see feathers. Yes, you see gems. And honestly, I love that part too. But that's not all it is. What you don't see is the release. The way that people let go of everything they've been carrying. The joy of feeling free, even if it's just for a moment. So I'm not asking you to love it. I'm just asking you to look a little closer. Because beyond the feathers, there's culture, there's community, and there's a joy that means more than it looks like.
There's no better place, I cannot erase all these memories we create up alone. Hello from the capital, it's me who bring life to the bacchanal. Let me show you the reason we feel it, for this kind of feeling in the capital.
Mass. It is August 1996, and we are getting ready for Notting Hill Carnival. Pee-wee Cokie, as they were at the time, are playing Rings of Olympus, designed by Wayne Berkeley. The Mass Camp is a school on Preston Road, and one afternoon, I, Martin J, am at the camp along with Wayne, and we're having a conversation about the rings that were made of hula hoops. How come every section has the same back piece, I asked Wayne. And he responded by saying that Notting Hill has such a dense crowd, height is important, and there is strength in numbers. The day after Carnival, the Evening Standard released their collage of pictures, and centre stage was a picture of Cokie coming up the Grove in the opposite direction to which we go now. There I am on top of the truck, and around me, all you can see is hoops. It was a very memorable moment in my career. The only regret is that very little was written about the likes of Wayne Berkeley here in the UK. But, as we used to call him, had a flair about him, and you could see that in his designs. On a personal tip, I spent many hours learning from Wayne whilst having a cheeky takeaway in the early evening down at the Mass Camp. It was a very special time. The front page headline should have been, "The man from Belmont, Port of Spain, brings beauty and joy to the streets of London." Funatik Mass say thank you to Wayne Berkeley and present our section, Olympus Revisited.
this disrespectfully. Don't be in a party, me and the baby. Moving and down, moving and down. The music season, and we feel the season. I am sure to say, every night and day. On to wave, on to wine, on to party, baby. I want to love you right, yeah. On to wave, on to wine, on to party, baby. When the rhythm bumping up, it's everybody jumping up. We pretend, and when the sun is blazing, it's party like we crazy. We pretend, all of we pretend. Take a check, dance and dance. Everybody singing something, but you talking the loudest every time. I'm coming back. I only want to fetch with you.
I'm looking
To the party, I'm a final day. And when I hold on your body, and I sign my name, like this disrespectfully. So don't be in a party, me and the baby, moving and down, moving and down. The music season, and we feel the season. I am ashamed to say, every night and day, on to wave, on to wine, on to party, baby. I want to love you right, yeah. On to wave, on to wine, on to party, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I never want to come off this hill. Olympus Revisited. There are certain people in the audience today that played in 1996. If you're here, hello? Hello? We were there with them hula hoops. It was a great year, great year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Untold Stories, brought to you by Onturaj Mask and Funatik Mask. We hope you enjoyed it. Here they are, one more time. Untold Stories!
One fantastic, one fantastic, one fantastic, one fantastic, one fantastic, one fantastic. Damn carnival, we coming.
road. Carnival Monday, the 31st of August. To those ladies standing up in the middle, can you sit down? Thank you. Trinidad Independence Day will be on the road. Funatik Mass and Onturaj Mass. The day before, the Fanaticals will be on the road. If I were to tell you the obstacles that we've had to overcome to bring this to you today, big up the designers, Blair and Pauline. Don't call them out, don't call them out. I go get next. Oh, look, she's here. Big up, big up. Thank you guys. Like it's an encore. The masqueraders are going outside now. They're going downstairs and outside. We're inviting you to have a party downstairs. When the band are going to start playing in a few minutes' time. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out. Good night. God bless. And see you soon. Brett, thank you.